Hello and welcome to Midwich TV. I am Louis Robinson, and in this video we're going to be taking a look at Yealink's MeetingBoard series. Now, we are in Innovation House today, however I don't have time to show you around because we do have a lot to talk about. So I'm going to dive straight into the 86-inch version I have behind me so we can learn about what features Yealink are bringing to the market in this line of products. Firstly, let's set the scene. Yealink have made things nice and easy for us in this range. Behind me I have the MB86. 86 meaning the 86-inch version. The second model in the family is the MB65, and yes, you guessed it, 65 means that is the 65-inch version. Now, both models have a very similar feature set in them, so I'm going to use the 86 behind me with a hands-on demo in this video to take you through the features that you can expect to see in this range. For the purpose of this video, I am going to be demonstrating this MeetingBoard within a Teams environment. You can see that from the layout behind me. However, I do have to say these boards are not only Teams certified, they are also Zoom certified as well. And for anyone asking about that agnostic meeting room and that bring your own device style deployment, yes, these boards can do that too. Either via your WPP30, which is a wireless dongle, or you can use a wired method plugging into the side using Yealink's VCH51. That means that this board can go into your native Teams rooms, your native Zoom rooms, and can be deployed for that agnostic space, giving you peace of mind. You don't need to worry where you're putting one of these boards. Now, I did say we was going to get hands-on for this video, and that we are going to do now. And I'm going to do this by highlighting all of the features on this MeetingBoard using the whiteboarding feature. Now, what I do want to say is the whiteboarding on this is platform proprietary. So if you're working in a Microsoft Teams environment like we are today, we'll be using the Microsoft Teams whiteboard. If this was a Zoom room and we hit whiteboard, we would be using the Zoom whiteboard. But we are in the Teams room, so we're going to stick with Teams. Now, I'm not going to go into all of the features of the whiteboarding because, like I said, that is a Teams feature. If you're interested in that, do leave a comment below. I'm more than happy to do another video that just focuses on that. But for this, we're going to focus on the Yealink MeetingBoard. So first up, let's talk microphones. Here at the top, we have your microphones. When they're in a meeting, you will have a handy light to tell you that those microphones are engaged and you are using them. Something that you can't see at the moment is the onboard camera. That camera you can't see because currently we're not in a meeting, and the automatic privacy filter does slide over so you know when you're not using the MeetingBoard function for a meeting, you aren't being videoed. Now, you might be thinking, onboard camera, that isn't going to do a very large space. Yealink have you covered on this. So in the back, you have a slot available for Yealink 6x or 12x camera, which is really easily upgraded just by slotting it in. Down the bottom, we have our speakers. Speakers down here, and again, thinking about size, if you go with the 86-inch, that is your sound distribution. If you go with the 65-inch, you do get a smaller sound distribution aimed at that smaller meeting room environment. From a connectivity perspective, over on this side, we have our VCH51 input, so you can have that wired bring your own device style setup. Over here, we have our HDMI output, so if you wanted to repeat this screen somewhere else, you can easily do that. Down the bottom, on this side, I'm slightly in the way at the moment, but over here, you have a volume up and down button, so when you're within your meeting space, you can tailor it for you. It doesn't have to be too loud or too quiet, and it also doesn't have to be locked. You also have a settings menu, which is indicated by a nice arrow, and here you can do all of your camera control features, your sleep features, your return to home, your brightness, and also you have an onboard touchscreen volume for that up and down as well. Something else you can bolt onto these is your CTP18. So if you don't want to be like me at the moment and be up on the board controlling all of these features, you can be at the table using that CTP touch panel to do all of the answering calls, ending calls, and your volume controls as well. Now we've looked at where all of the kit is situated on the device itself, let's talk about each individual bit of technology in a bit more detail. To do this, I have opened up a new whiteboard so we've got a fresh space to work with. Firstly, let's look at those microphones. On board, we have a 16 beam forming microphone array. In the middle, we talked about the camera. This is a 4K camera. Those bolt-on cameras, the 6x and 12x PTZ cameras, are also 4K as well. So you are getting the best image quality you can out of your meeting room. From a speaker perspective, not only do you have speakers at the front, you also have downward facing speakers as well, to give you a little bit more bass response, to give it a nice warmer feeling and a bit more weight in the sound within your meeting room environment. AI technology. It wouldn't be a Yealink product if it didn't have some form of tracking or microphone arrays to make sure that everyone is collected nice and crystal clear. On board, you do get speaker tracking, you do get speaker framing, you also get multi-framing as well. And what multi-framing looks like is this. So in a meeting room, you would be framing, let's say you've got 4 people in it, 4 people individually in their own boxes. So you get that nice upfront and personal perspective of everyone in the meeting room when you're not sat there. Traditionally, we would be looking like this. We'd have a meeting room table here, we'd have people sat around it, and the far end would be looking down the table like this, meaning the person here is really up close and personal and you can see everything they're reacting to in the meeting space. However, the person at the back, they are further away and sometimes it can be hard to see how they're reacting to what people are saying within the meeting. With this technology, like I said, you get that personal upfront impression that we all know from our environments that we're using in this hybrid world nowadays. So you can be comfortable to know that when using multi-framing and those extra AI features that Yealink put into their products, you are getting that really enhanced view of the meeting room space. Yealink's AI features don't stop just at the cameras and how to track people in the room. Their audio also has some AI technology in it too. And to illustrate this, I'm going to show you what a typical meeting room would look like from a sound perspective. So let's say we have our meeting room here. When people talk in that meeting room, vibrations bounce off all of the walls. And as you can see, if we could see sound, this is what it might look like. Sounds everywhere and it does get quite muddy in spaces. And in today's meeting rooms, a lot of them are glass, a lot of them have highly reflective surfaces, so it is a hard thing to tackle. Now, the AI features in Yealink's microphones do work to suppress that reverb, meaning that people's audio and people's speech within the room comes through that little bit more clearly. Now, AI is never going to eliminate reverb altogether, but to have an ability to reduce it goes a very long way for your third-party meeting participants who might be sat in busy environments themselves, and they definitely need that crystal clear audio coming out of your meeting room. AI features, we've spoken about those. Hardware, you've seen where this product distributes all of its different technology, but let's talk about environments. We have talked about 86 and 65-inch screens, and that's quite obvious. The bigger the space, the bigger the screen you usually go for. However, thinking outside of the box and talking about unique spaces that we work with today, maybe that isn't always the case. For instance, if we're looking at a large boardroom, let's say a 10-person style meeting space, 86-inch, perfect, fits fine. Usually, if someone came to me and said, I've got a 3 to 4 person meeting space, an 86-inch screen might be too big. However, these boards really do fit into that collaboration market. And if real estate is the first thing on your mind, regardless of the space you're going into, maybe an 86-inch version so you can get more real estate to play with in your collaborative meetings is a good way to go. Failing that, if you don't have the wall size to work with an 86-inch, yes, the 65 would perfectly fit in those smaller style deployments. Going backwards a little bit and talking about the boardroom, earlier I did touch on it, but if you don't want to constantly get up to interact with the meeting board, you can pair it with a CTP18, which is a touch controller giving you all of the touch features down at the table. So you can initiate meetings, handle your volumes, all features like that. Also, from a microphone perspective too, if you're looking to upgrade the camera for bigger spaces, you will likely look to push that audio further as well. If you want to capture at the desk, yes, you can pair these with Yealink's wireless microphones too. Again, making this range really diverse and unique to fit into different environments. Down here at Innovation House, we have decided to bolt our 86-inch up to the wall. However, if you have got a tricky environment where you like to wheel a board around, or you want a video conference ad hoc and on the fly in different areas of your business, yes, both the 86-inch and the 65-inch can be paired with a Yealink trolley with wheels that's nice and easy to get around your business. One power cable, hook this up to the Wi-Fi, and you are ready to go, no matter where you are within your building. As long as it has Wi-Fi, that is. Now, if you want to get some hands-on time with this product, please do feel free, ucc@midwich.com, drop us an email and we can get you booked in to a trip down to Innovation House and we can walk you through this product with you getting some hands-on. If you want to get a virtual demo, so you really want to see proof is in the pudding, be on the other end, how do these cameras, how do these microphones work? Again, ucc@midwich.com, drop us an email. We're more than happy to set up a Teams call or a Zoom call and we can showcase this product with you experiencing it on the far end. Don't forget, like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell notification icon so you can stay up to date with all of the latest content here on Midwich TV. And as always, down below, we will be including links to the UC team email address and also some more product information so you can download and read in your own time. I'm Louis Robinson, you've been watching Midwich TV. I'll catch you in the next video.